Hello everybody. Right, uh, do I need to apologise for it being such a long time? Probably not, but sorry if you have been waiting. Just been snowed under with nothing, really. It's strange, the whole lockdown thing. It's like you've got all this time free to do things, but you just can't focus on anything. I've done a bit of gardening. I have done some more railway. Don't panic. Don't turn off. I have done some. We have made some progress. But yeah, I've been doing my radio show, and that's kind of kept me going because I've had to do that every day. But everything else, I've kind of just really struggled with, whether it be, even if it's just sitting around playing games or something. I can't get into my computer games, I can't get into my trains, I can't get into, anything really. But I have been sticking to doing at least a little bit every now and then, and pushing myself. And so we have achieved 4 trains. Well, we've actually achieved 6 trains. So that's good. We found a few issues. We've replaced things that have been a little bit just too bad. It's still quite bumpy. One of the downsides of set track is that unless you're laying it on something completely flat, the joins will have, movement, which means that the track will give, whereas flexi track will slowly, gently follow the curve, and if you laid a large piece of track on a small item, it would just glide over it, you wouldn't notice. With set track, if it's near the join, it will just buckle up. And even though the carpet underlay is very good for forming curves and laying straight track on, or even flexi track that's in one long piece, the problem with it is I've had to use a lot of set track and short pieces of track, and having joins on a very squidgy surface isn't good, because now the track does this. You don't notice it so much with long coaches or the diesels, or the any locos with like the 6 or 4 wheel arrangement. They're fine, they just fine. But the steam engines and the tenders, especially the powered tenders, it doesn't look good. They don't run too well. I found the Flying Scotsman as the ones with the 4-wheel tenders, because it's so bouncy. The articulated wheels on the bottom of the tenders will jump out of the rails every now and then. So after a couple of laps, the 4-wheel tender is at an angle and askew, and before you know it, everything just comes off. So I'm going to leave ballasting for a bit, because what I want to do is replace all the old bits of set track with one continuous length of nice flexi track, so that'll eliminate all this bouncing and skipping that's going on. But apart from that, everything else seems to run okay. I won't lie, this video has been prepared. I have spent time going through the trains that I have available that are out, to see which ones will run reliably enough to do a couple of loops while I'm showing you, because I'm sure all of you have had any of you railway YouTubers who put videos up of trains running, I'm sure you've had all day of picking trains, maybe making some progress on a layout, maybe you've got a new train, maybe something, so you think, oh, I'm going to put a video up, so you play with your train, because we do play. You have to play. If you're not playing, then give it up. Don't keep them in boxes. Play with them. So you get your train out, you're playing with them, they get round and round and round, and everything's fine. You think, right, I'm going to do a video. So you press record, does 2 laps, it falls off. Every time. So these trains have been running lots, and they all go round, and they don't stop, and they don't fall off, and the track's fine, and the trains are fine. But I'm going to show you, and the second I show you, something's going to crash or fall off. So we will see. But bear with me if it does happen. It's not my fault. Well, it is my fault, obviously. Bad track laying, an old track. So without further ado, let's see if we can get something running. I shall show you. Like I say, bear with me if it goes wrong. So first I'll show you what I've done. Oh! So we'll stand up and arrange the lighting and show you around. So, switch to wobbly cam mode. Right, let's zoom out. He's got it right. So, we have got the station track work laid out and stuck down. We have got branch line siding, main line, main line, main line, main line, another siding, and then this is going to be another siding and some sheds. Maybe a turntable, don't know. Right. So what I'll do is a very slow rotation so you don't get sick. I know a couple of you have asked just to lay out where everything actually goes on its journey. So I've got 2 things I can do. A, I'm going to show you around very slowly, and then B, I've also made up this torch on an old train, which I can run round underneath there so you can see it going. So we'll just trace it with the camera first. So obviously here's the station, or what will be. So we will go this way round. So this train will pull out of here and it will go around very soon. Look at how parallel that track is. See, that's just perfect track lay. Look at those curves. See how they all follow and stick at the same angles? Oh my god. Never mind. Right, so these first 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, go down. So we'll follow these inside 4. So they go to this corner, and then they go around onto that bit of wood there. So what we'll do is we'll bypass the light, and a quick view of all the crap in the background. So they come around this corner and they follow this ramp here, which has now had some rocks put on it, and they go down to here, and we're on the lower level, and the lower level disappears under there. So I'll just pan back a bit so you can get a layout. So we go down the down ramp and then underneath, and then they go all the way underneath, back around, back under the station, all the way around, and then they will pass under this with some extra shaking, and they come out here. And then these 4, again perfectly balanced and parallel corners. These 4 then go uphill to that corner, where they go around again past all the crap in the corner, and they go up. That is an incline, so they go up around here onto the upper level. Now this is where the 4 tracks split into 6, and you'll love the lines on this. I'll show you a better angle in a minute. Actually, I can show you. Look at that. How terrible was that? Not at all neat and parallel, but it works, and they don't hit each other, so that's fine. And then 6 tracks come round here, and re-enter the station. There's branch lines and 4 main lines, 2 up, 2 down. And that's that. So now we need to see things running. Now we tempt fate. So, controlling said test operation, we have this one, which I've no idea what make it is, but it's got dusty knob syndrome, which you never want to have. It's like on volume pots, where as you go to turn it up, it will lose power, then gain power, then lose power, then gain power. So it's a bit dirty and dusty, but it's alright. And then my good old Gauge Master twin track setup. So without further ado, let's get something running. Right, what have we got set up, and is it going to work? So first things first, we'll let this one go. And already we've crashed because we haven't set the points from the last time we played. So they're fine. Manual points, I'm afraid. I haven't bothered with the electric ones I was going to use. Right, that's set there. So that's to that one. That's fine. Right, sorry I'm moving fast. Right, that should be it. We should be away. Right, we're going. Lots of stop-start noises. It's not sounding good. Right, see how we get on. Right, so it's just disappearing underneath. Don't worry, I'll give you a better view in a minute. So that's now going under the station, and it should pop out over here. There we go. That will then go up the ramp, round the bend, a bit like me, uphill past all the laundry, over the bouncy points, round the terrible bend, and back into the station. Right, so that's a full lap with one train. Tempt fate. So this one go. And we're off. That's 2. Again, coming round the back. And disappearing underneath. So we'll just spin around very gently. And you should see one come out the bottom and one go over the top. So that's 2. Now we need 4. Right, we've got 4 running. Expect the chaos to unravel at any moment. I'll get some better views in a minute. That's 2. HST struggling on its first attempt at the bend. It'll get better once it does its second lap, it warms up. Everything needs an overhaul and a service. Right, let's see if I can get some good views. wobbly cam. Right, let's see if we can get the sidings going. If I remember which trains are which. Now, in theory, that one should be working. Let's have a go. Will it move? Off. Follow it. Oh, there we go. Bit of convenient train fault. There we go. 1, 2, 3. All in a row. Right. Let's just pause the wobbly cam for a bit. Right. I've just turned everything off just because it was very noisy. No issues. Right, let's just, oh, I need to manoeuvre this forward just a little bit. Excuse me while I cheat. Hand of God moment. There we go. Didn't see anything. Nothing to see here. Right, let's see if that far siding will run for us. Which loco is that? That's this one? Yeah. Right, we're away. Here's the back one. Goes back onto the 4 tracks. Down the back without stopping. And